Welcome, welcome, viewers. So today we have El Contador de la Gente, aka the People's Accountant, Sasan Zabetti. So Sasan, you have so many accolades, so many titles. You wear a lot of hats. Can you please kind of describe like all of the letters that come behind your name, all the certificates and doctrines and all that good stuff you hold?
Okay, so yeah, I always it makes me laugh when I kind of talk about that because I don't really talk about myself very much. But I'll start with a little story that I was in the bar and talking to a young lady, and a friend of mine was over there, and he wanted to build me up. And he told this lady, he goes like, "Oh, this guy's really smart. He's a JD and he's a CPA." And the lady said, "What's a CPA?" I said, "Well, that's a certified Persian accountant." And then she said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, wow. So what is the JD?" I said, "Well, that's a Jewish doctor." She goes, "Oh, wow. So you are a certified public accountant and a Jewish doctor."
Yeah.
I said, "Yes." But anyway, all the jokes aside, I do have a JD from Taft Law University at California.
Congratulations.
I recently graduated on that. I mean, this was approaching 60, and I got that degree. It was mostly to enhance my knowledge as a certified public accountant. Before that, I was a sales manager at a car dealership, and during that period, to enhance my managerial abilities, I pursued a degree in business. So I got a master in business administration as MBA.
Okay, MBA. All right.
And also to complement that for the accounting, I have got a Master of Science in Accounting and Information Management.
Wow, that's impressive.
So yeah, and then together with about almost 35 years in entrepreneurial experience, my first job as a manager was in family fitness centers in Dublin, California. I was a certified personal trainer at that time, and I became a manager. Soon I became a vice president of the corporation, and then I continued to go to Midwest Wichita and over here. And my seek for knowledge and fulfilling my curiosity is a personal thing. I don't think those degrees are meaningless, but they don't mean anything if they're not applied in helping people and advancing the truth and education of others.
Yeah.
So that's why the El Contador de la Gente and People's Accountant became a title for me, because every time I talk to any of my clients or talk to anybody before anything else,
You're educating.
I'm a teacher.
Yes.
My father was a teacher, my grandmother was a teacher, and I was a professor at the university at Dallas College. I was the director of accounting department for an interim period of a year. So I'm continuing to educating people. And I think there are two ways out of poverty, unless winning the lottery. And I'll tell you a story about my father. There are two ways out of education that I know of, is entrepreneurship and or education.
Yeah.
And I try to help people in both of those. That's why we have our educational arm, Pangea Academy of Entrepreneurship, that you're aware of. And it's an educational series that we're going to put in the future podcast that's going to come out. So that's who I am.
Well, that's awesome. It's so important when you're a professional or you're working with people to constantly sharpen your tools. And
Yes.
It sounds like, you have a lifelong journey of, continuing to commit yourself to excellence and education and being the best version of yourself. So, like, that's awesome. Who wouldn't want to work with someone like that, right?
Sure, but I gotta, I gotta add something here. That I wanted to clarify that JD doesn't mean Jewish doctor. It means a Juris Doctor. It's a doctor of jurisprudence, doctor of law, if you will. And CPA is certified public accountant. Again, the term public, it resonates with me because I represent the public. I don't work for anybody. If I work for any organization, my signature underneath a tax return, underneath a financial statement, all that is representing the validity of that document and my commitment to the truth.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So as the accountant for the people, what can someone expect working with you and your company? And, what can we expect?
That's very good question, Courtney. someone who becomes a client with us, he becomes a member of our family. If we do their taxes, or if they are a member of our CFO services, or a member of our entrepreneurship club, they should expect to get education. A princess of me, my clients can contact me. I respond to every phone call, every email within a business day, if not sooner. And if I'm not available, there's going to be members of my team that do it, but it's going to be me most of the time. I will always be available. I provide a concierge service. I pay concierge service customized to my clients. And I will tell you right off the bat, you can put that on a billboard. I will charge more than everybody else. Not formidable more, but I provide an unparalleled service. Like I mentioned earlier, I was a sales manager at a car dealership with a very high concentration of very service-oriented people, and customer-centric type of people, and I'm taking that quality out with me. And I think one of the biggest qualities that I have, besides all my education and everything, is my experience in entrepreneurship and sales.
Yes.
Because I was a very good, successful salesman just because I took care of my customers. And that's what you should expect.
Absolutely. So, in addition to your tax services that you're going to provide, what else can your viewers expect to see from you on a weekly basis, monthly basis? What kind of updates are you going to be providing? What kind of education?
So, as you know, we're going to have a weekly posts of the YouTube. We do regular educational posts, bring in maybe some of the news and relevant to taxation and entrepreneurship in general, business in general. We bring in those to you. We will have a series of podcasts that is going to be mostly thoughts, comments, and analysis. We're going to call them Veritas. It's the truth. And we'll take comments and thoughts of the others and analyze them, whether we like them or not. We tell the truth, and for you to see. We take a quote, for example, from Scott Peck, the book Road Less Travel, and analyze it. It's educational and fun. We're gonna, I'm also a comedian, so
Yes, that you are.
I'll tell you guys a story. So a lot of times people tell me, "Hey man, you should be dressing up a little bit better and this and that." And I dress well, but I go to the gym, work out. I love to be comfortable. So I walk around comfortable. One day I was, I'm going to close with this little story. One day it was a, long weekend, and I was just walking from my house to the Starbucks, which was across the street from the house. But as I was passing, it was in the Inwood and Lemon Avenue intersection, busy intersection. So I was trying to cross the intersection. The light turned and the car just started moving, so I had to stop in the middle of the median. So they had the red light and I was going back and forth to the median. All of a sudden there was a Volkswagen Jetta I can never forget, and a very good looking, cute young lady rolled the window down and handed me $1.
Oh, did she thought she was home?
She's not home.
That's funny. For the people. You're one of the people.
You can't get more than the la gente, So I have experience from being a homeless all the way to palaces of kings and presidents in my career. But I'm always the person of the gente. Of the people.
Oh, yeah.
One of them. I don't want to claim that. One of the things that I've always gave me goosebumps is when I listened to the name of my hero, Muhammad Ali, and people called him. He was a champion of the people.
Yeah. And
that was a lot more than greatest of all time and everything. But the man was the champion of the people. I hope someday I can get somewhere, somehow, remotely close to that kind of impact. Or at least minutely. I know I can't get to his level, but I can strive. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Sell yourself short.
Maybe I got to do more boxing.
Well, I guess that's all for today's show. We look forward to bringing you great content and news that you can use.
Thank you, Courtney. And I promise we'll have some good material for you.